Students, in this lecture video, we studied about the related issues in implementation of automatic generation control. This is the last topic of the automatic generation control in interconnected power system continuation. That is the first half of the module 4. Students, before we studied about the related issues in the implementation of automatic generation control, we already know about the definition of automatic generation control, function and objectives of the automatic generation control, and then how to implement the automatic generation control, and then during implementation of automatic generation control, what are the data required. Everything we are studied in the module 2 lecture videos. Okay, so here we studied during the implementation of automatic generation control, what are the issues, that means which is related to AGC. Okay, so the AGC is nothing but the automatic generation control operators constantly to balance the generation as well as the demand, because two variation only is there. One is generation, another one is demand or load in the power system. Okay, so therefore the automatic generation control operators, that means constantly maintain and balance the generation and demand in the interconnected power system with the minimum frequency deviation. That is very important, because if the generation changes or the demand changes, definitely the frequency deviated. The base frequency is 50 Hz. So therefore that means we have to maintain the frequency very close to base frequency, that is system frequency. Now what are the issues related to implementation of automatic generation control? The first one is the response of different controls, supervisory control and data acquisition. This is the first issue. Second one, participation factor. Third one is the generation rate constraints. The fourth one is the governor deadband. The fifth one is filtering of area control error ACE. Then the last, that is the sixth one, frequency of automatic generation control application. These 6 issues which are related to the automatic generation control implementation. Now we detailedly studied in each issues. The first one, the response of different controls, supervisory control and data acquisition. In the modern interconnected power system, the automatic generation control, SCADA, that is the supervisory control and data acquisition system, that is SCADA, and then the security control, and then the load management. These are the major function of the energy management system, which is denoted by EMS. Okay, so the under normal operating conditions, small frequency deviations can be controlled using a primary governor control only. Okay, if we are using because we already studied the speed governing system of that, because the generation which is based on the generator output only. So therefore each generator having the separate governor. We already studied the function of speed governing system of governor of the generator. So therefore we are using the primary governor controller, then we can control the small frequency deviation under normal operating condition only. Suppose for large frequency deviation happened in the power system, then we can use the secondary automatic generation control group restores the frequency deviation, that is the supplementary loop, that is the secondary. That means the primary loop means without containing, that means integral controller block and frequency bias block. The secondary automatic generation control loop or the supplementary loop which is present in the AGC, that is nothing but the integral controller block, that is the minus Ki divided by S, that block, and then the frequency bias B block, that means added to the automatic generation control loop, that is ALFC loop, then we can control the large frequency deviations. Okay, suppose for serious generation load imbalance, that means the imbalance happened between the generation and load. So the generation plus load is nothing but what? A power system. So it may be essential to restore the load shedding to prevent serious cascade effects. Okay, now you see the circuit diagram. Okay, so this is the curve. So we draw the curve, that means time versus frequency, hertz. The frequency starting from 49.5 to 50 hertz. Okay, then the time from 10 that means second to 80 seconds. Okay, now you see the waveform. This is the E1 to 1, this is E1 to 2 only. Okay, so this is the primary control, supplementary control, emergency control. Three type of control is there. When we are using the primary control for small frequency deviation. Okay, the supplementary control when we are using it for large frequency deviation. The emergency control, that means what was it? Beyond that the large value only. You see the primary control here, the primary control we are used here only. So the curve shape like this, come here, then down, then oscillation, then constant, then oscillations, then get here. Okay, so up to this, then again the time after 40 seconds, that means what? We are using the emergency control. So therefore with 0 to 40 second only we are using the primary control and the supplementary control, which are used for controlling the small frequency deviation and large frequency deviation. That is even to, that means 1. Okay, this is even 1. The even 2, that means that is the emergency control we are used for here. This is the variation more compared to primary control, then supplementary control period, frequency deviation, variation. Okay, this graph represents the response of the different controls. From this you can easily identify what are the result. Different control means what? Primary control, supplementary control, emergency control. These three control only is called as the different control. This is the one of the issues related to AGC implementation. Okay, then the primary control, you see the from the already we see the from the primary control, the primary control loop. So the all the generating units response which gives steady state frequency deviation due to the drop of the generating units. Under this condition, what happened? The die line power flows is different from the scheduled value. For example, the area 1 and the area 2, the scheduled die line power, for example 50 megawatts. 50 megawatts means that is the scheduled value. Suppose under this condition, which condition? That means we can up in the E1 to 1 primary control. That time what happened? The die line power flow is different from the scheduled value. Okay, now what? The supplementary control will take over once the frequency to the nominal value. Okay, so after the E1 to 1, after the E1 to 1, the frequency in drop is not too high. Already we saw in the characteristics curve, frequency versus time curve. Okay, now the automatic generation control has time to recover the load generation balance only. So therefore the after event 2, there is a quick drop in the frequency. So therefore we have to take the necessary action of the load shedding, which is used to help the system to recover the frequency only. That is the emergency control. Okay, then this is the first issues. The second issue is nothing but the participation factor. In the participation factor, that means in the given control area, all the generating units need not to be provided with automatic generation control. That means the participation factor indicates the amount of participation of the generator unit in the automatic generation control. The supplementary control signal is distributed among the generating units with automatic generation control, which is proportional to their participation factors, which is used to make the generation follow the load only. Okay, so in the given control area, the sum of the participation factor is equal to 1 only. This is very very important. The participation factors can be made dynamic as well as the time varying in competitive market only. This is the participation factor. Okay, this is the second issues. Then third issues is nothing but the generation rate constraint. This is the third issues which is usually in implementation of AGC. The generation rate constant is nothing but the physical constraints on the rate of change of power generation. Rate of change of power means, suppose the power generation TPG means dPg divided by dt. So the Pg is nothing but the what power generation. So dPg divided by T dt means represents a rate of change of power generation due to limitation of the thermal and mechanical movements. Okay, so the power generation can change only at the specified maximum rate only. Okay, for example, the 2 to 4 percentage per minimum in coal fired generators, 40 percentage, that means per minutes for diesel plant, 20 percentage per minutes for gas turbine power plant generators, 100 percentage per minute for hydel power plant generators, and then 1 to 5 percentage per minutes for nuclear power plant generator. Here what are the coal fired generators, diesel power plant, gas turbine power plant, hydel power plant, nuclear power plant. Okay, so the already I told you the power generation can change only at a specified rate. Okay, the rate is 2 to 4 percentage per minute for coal fired generator, 40 percentage per minute for diesel power plant generators, 20 percentage per minute for gas turbine power plants, 100 percentage per minute for hydel power plant, and then 1 to 5 percentage per minute for nuclear power plant generators. Okay, this is the some specified right. So the rate of change in the power output of the generating units with automatic generation control must be sufficient to meet the purpose of automatic generation control. So this is the generation rate constraints. The fourth related issues, okay, is nothing but the governor deadband. Then governor deadband is nothing but when the input signal of the speed governor changes, the governor does not react until the input reaches the specified value. This is called the speed governor deadband. Speed governor deadband means what? The input signal of the speed governor. Input signal of the speed governor is nothing but what? Amplified error voltage only. So therefore the governor does not react, okay, until the input reaches a specified value only. This is called the speed governor deadband. This is the definition of speed governor deadband. So what is the effect of the governor deadband is nothing but to increase the apparent steady state frequency regulation and hence reduce B only. Okay, so therefore as per the IEEE standard, the maximum deadband specified by the 0.06 percentage for the governor for large steam turbines and 0.02 percentage for hydraulic turbine only. Okay, this is the governor deadband only. Okay, then the fifth issues related to implementation of AGC is nothing but the filtering of area control error, ACE. Okay, fast random variation in the load, which that means that one causes the changes in the area control error. Okay, therefore the system need not respond to this. So the area the automatic generation control programs use a filter out and random variations and use smoothed area control error for the control action. Okay, so therefore the figure shows the area control logic, and then you can now you see the diagram, that is the area control, that means control area generation control logic diagram. So in this diagram you can see, so this is the frequency, okay, that is plus, and then F naught is the base frequency, that is minus. This is the B is the frequency bias block, and then some. So here that means what? P into del F variations, that is plus. Here you see the telemetered die line flows. this is the delimited die line pole. So that is the scheduled die line power. That is del P die. That is the plus the area control error. The area control error that is equal to what? This is plus this is. So the area control error equal to del P die plus P into del F only. This is the formula for area control error. After that it filtered. Okay, then the area control that means the generation control algorithm plus economic load dispatch, both that means gives that is the area control, that means minus k I1 divided by s minus k I2 divided by s. This is nothing but the speed changes position. Okay, so therefore this diagram represents the automatic generation control. Okay, control logic circuit. Okay students, this is the fifth one. Then the last one is nothing but the frequency of automatic generation control applications. Okay, the stability of the units with automatic generation control and their ability to react to chasing automatic generation control is influenced by phase locks in the input system quantities and in the transmission of its control signal. So therefore the automatic generation control execution once every 2 to 4 seconds is found to result in good performance. Okay, dear students, I hope that in this lecture video you clearly understood the related issues in implementation of automatic generation control. Totally 6 issues, 2 diagrams you can draw and then explain it. This is the minimum 6 mark. Okay, maximum 8 mark question. Here that means explain or write short notes on issues related in AGC implementation. Thank you student for watching this video.